Nationals, Maple Grove Raceway. And they're doing that just across the way from the track. And in this cool air in Funny Car, there's a hot battle. The Funny Car Championship is shaping up to be a real bullfight as the season hits its final 3 races. 14-time Funny Car champion John Force is holding on to a narrow points lead over young gun Matt Hagan, who has all 3 of his career wins this year.
He's a cowboy. He's a rancher. He rides those steers. If you got the nerve to run with a pack of bulls, you got no fear.
And John Force goes away. Matt Hagan runs a 4:15, 294 miles an hour. After Hagan's impressive win at the last race in Dallas, John Force is feeling the NHRA heat with 3 races to go. This battle promises to be a fight to the finish. Look at this. Ashley ForceHood and her father side by side. John Force is not in the top 12. He's 15th right now as we show you the Funny Car point standings. And John sitting number 1 and the do or done line. Mike, is it going to stay there?
Well, it definitely could, but for Bob Tasca and Robert Hyde, I mean, they have to do what Tony Schumacher did in Dallas, basically win the race and hope that people ahead of them, stumble a little bit and they can possibly get above that line.
Yeah, but look how close that fight is down through 4th. John Force, number 1 in the points. His lead expanded from 4th going into Dallas to 25 here last year.
Ashley ForceHood on the right side of your screen. This was a huge explosion. Lifted the rear wheels off the ground, buckled the body, and she got the chutes out and got her safely to a stop, but they had to bring out another car, and actually was disqualified in the first round when the other car they brought out was underweight after beating Jeff Rnd2.
Ashley's been dropping in the points, now 4th. Was 3 rounds out at first. Oh, and there it goes again. Well, John Force goes number 1 with that run. Ashley ForceHood has more than a big problem there. Well, body sitting in the middle of the track. She's okay.
Well, John Force at both ends of the track record, 405, 311 miles per hour, and nobody was even paying attention because Ashley ForceHood blew that body completely off of that race car.
Little apprehension from Ashley's mom at the line, and Ashley's going to sit back down. I hope she's all right. That's a huge noise, big concussion when that happens.
Oh yeah, definitely it was, and to lift the body off that hard, that soon in a run, obviously that's a pretty big explosion.
You can imagine what John Force is thinking. You saw him kind of jumping there. He wants to get out of his equipment and get down there as fast as he can. There he is, waiting for that scooter. Now he's on the way.
Now, if we take another look at it, I mean, like I said, this was early in the run. Spun the tires. I don't know. It looked like she might have possibly back-pedaled the car, and when it did, it just backfired. Lifts the body off it. When it did that, it deployed the chutes on its own. There's also another mechanism to do that, but whenever the body lifts off like that, it's going to deploy both parachutes. Boy, you see her just fighting to get that thing stopped. I mean, John makes a fantastic run, but Ashley Force had her problems. Had a good 60-foot time off the launch, and then it just went into tire smoke, and then the huge explosion.
And that's probably one of the good reasons they have the parachute deployment now. She was obviously a little stunned.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and the car wasn't going really fast, but it was going fast enough to deploy the chutes, which helped slow that car down and get that initial impact. You see there, she got on the brakes right after that and got the car to a stop. But this was a big-time explosion here. Take a look at John. There wasn't nothing wrong with this run. That thing was straight and true right down the racetrack into the #1 spot.
With a 4:05 with a 7. Look at that. No body, but she's going to stay in it and drive it down. And John Force, obviously, even though he's #1, he worries more about Ashley in the car than anything else. He's already talked to Ashley, so she can bring the car itself back. Well, so much going on here, and the track records falling left and right. Will a national record fall before this night is over?